Yo, what's up guys? BB Gaming here, most consistent ARC YouTuber ever. So, I don't have a gameplay for you guys to watch of me PvPing or anything. So, I'm going to do this video instead. So, I'm on my PC today. And a lot of people have been asking me how I get the FPS I get on my PC. Because some people don't even get the same frames or anything. But this is how you do it. I've already made a video on this before, but people didn't understand, so I'm going to make it more clear. So when you load up ARC on your Steam, you want to click play, and you want to click on this one, launch ARC extremely low memory. Now what this does is, it increases your FPS, and it doesn't change anything with your game. Your game looks the exact same. Nothing changes at all. So while we load this up, I'm gonna just talk to you guys about. Oh, click my fingers. I'm just gonna talk to you guys about. Oh, we've already loaded up. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys about what I'm gonna be doing. So, to be completely honest, I don't know. Now, I'm gonna load into a server because if I go on my own world, then my FPS is going to be as high as it possibly will be. So let's see. I want to go into an island. Not 100 top, not 100 cap. 61. Now, this is a high cap server. The higher the server population is, the more you can have problems with like frames and stuff, or lagging, or glitching, or any of that. It's just the way the game works. It's poorly optimized, okay? So, while we load this up, I'm actually gonna skip the video. I'll be back in a second. But for you guys, it literally is a second, so be back in a bit. Okay, boys, we're back in action. We're on the server now. I'm just gonna create a random character. I'm just gonna name him though, because why not? Spawn West 2. Now, just so you know, while playing this game, your FPS will always be fluctuating like a lot. So, rendering stuff in the game, like right now, look, the textures aren't even rendered in. That is just a normal thing with ARC. Now, I'm getting horrible frames right now. I gotta wait until my game fully loads properly, because the game's pretty buggy right now. But once your game loads, it's pretty fine. And look at that, 100 frames. Now, if I was to fly up, like if I look right up, your FPS goes up because it's not rendering as much textures. Now, if I was to fly up with my bird, my FPS would probably go to like 80 because I'm looking at like the whole world. Now, as you can see, my textures are still not even loaded in. But if some of you may know, I'm actually going to be getting a new PC, so I'm just going to do some FPS tests for this PC. And show you guys how to increase FPS, and that's what this video is about. So just that launch option, that increases your FPS by like 50, 60 FPS. Maybe not for your system, but for mine, it does. Now, I have this slightly turned down for a reason. One, it doesn't really do much if I have it down a bit. Like, yeah, my frame's going down a bit, but lots of stuff is happening. But yeah, I have it down a bit for maps like, I think it's Extinction. I can't run that map I can't run it with as many frames, so I have it down a bit. Now, the settings you don't really need. This I recommend highly. This, just put on medium, honestly. View distance on medium, you want this a tiny bit down. You can even play the game in, like, that resolution or lower, depending how low your system is. Now, you don't need this click, you don't need this, you don't need this, you don't need this, you don't need this. Bang. Boom. You don't need any of that, really. But I looked at it and I was like, it doesn't really change much. Now, what these do is make your game look better. Like, it makes your colours come out more and stuff like that. So, I have it on. But other than that, that is all you need to do. Like, resolution scale, never have all the way down. It's horrible. There's no possible way you will play like this. I think halfway is playable, maybe? Not really. Yeah, that's playable. That is playable. But I have mine just a tiny bit down. Now, INI settings. If you want even more FPS, look into INI settings. But the thing is, you need to look at the INI settings that get rid of the leaves and the trees. Right now, my frames are bugging out. But you need to look into INI settings that get rid of the trees. That gets rid of a lot of stuff, because that will increase your FPS if there's less leaves and stuff. It's just rendering stuff. Like, look, I still can't figure this out. So these trees slightly rendered. I have to run closer to these to render them, and I'm not sure why. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with my view distance, but I don't believe so, because if I render these in and then walk away with epic view distance, it doesn't do much. But with your view distance, you want this on medium, by the way. If you have it on low, it's too low. If you're on high, it's too high. If it's on epic, it's way, way too high. What it does is, view distance is rendering in, like, rocks, bushes, stuff like that. The little grass on the floor. The reason we want to get rid of that is because so you can see people easier. If you're playing this game for the PvE aspect, then honestly, you can have it on epic. It could affect your frames because you are rendering a lot of things in at once. But like, what happens when I play like epic settings is, I'll show you. Just give me a second. Like, it will freeze because it's not used to going so high, of course. Oh, never mind, it didn't freeze. So like, look, I'm playing epic settings right now. Getting like 60 FPS, 70. It's doing pretty well. But whatever you do, if you're gonna play PvE and you're gonna play with epic settings, don't click like your graphics quality to epic. This here, these like where it says high and everything, that's all lies. That is all lies. That is not true. Maybe the epic one, yeah, it's pretty true. I believe. But do not put this to epic, because what it will do, it will enable like all of these. You don't want that, because as soon as you enable motion blur, that's it. Your frames are gone. Like this just kills your frames, honestly. Makes your game look pretty nice. Makes it have some, like, you know, looks better. But you don't want that. So honestly, I recommend playing on these settings. I'll show you. This is just so if you're not looking for your game to look good. So just play like this. It will look different because if I reset my game right now and come back on, my textures will look a lot different. But if your game looks like complete Play-Doh, just play on medium and you should be fine. Because I know what low settings looks like, because that's what I started playing on when I had 8 gigs of RAM. Now that is another thing to talk about. You do not really want to play this game with 8 gigs of RAM if you've got specs like mine. Reason for this, you can crash a lot, you will freeze quite a bit, and your FPS will fluctuate a lot. So just don't do that, honestly. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe. This is how to increase your FPS. If you guys want more videos like this on other games, please note down below in the comments. Just say the game. I'll do it for these specs, maybe other specs. Like, I will put in the, like, if you join my Discord, you can find out what specs I'm getting, and if you guys want to see those specs running games, just tell me. I'll be buying whatever game you guys want me to test out. It doesn't mind me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.